So I'm back with Jordan. Jordan, I met you for the first time September of 2022. It was about, 2.5 years ago. How have you been?
I've been good. Just enjoying the weather, staying out of trouble, trying to keep my head above water because it's crazy out here in the streets.
Have you been locked up?
Yeah, I've been locked up for 3 months.
That was the longest?
Yeah.
And what do they say? What do they do?
They just put me on probation and released me.
You got to behave for a little bit? Is that what they're telling you? Behave?
Yeah.
Have you been in contact with your family?
Yeah.
What are they trying to help you? What do they say?
We just stay in contact with each other and keep in contact with each other and keep talking to each other. And then we slip up and slip a beat and we don't talk to each other for like a few months and stuff like that.
How old are you now?
I'm 33.
And I can't remember, were you doing blues back then?
Yeah, I was doing blues.
You still doing blues now, or G, or both, or none?
I want to say both. They're kind of hard to kick to the curb because you got to go to rehab for it. It's hard. But being an addict, it's just a struggle in the streets, you know.
It's hard to let go?
Yeah.
Jordan, do you think, so you're 33, do you think your life is going to be out here in the streets and battling addiction for the rest of your life, or what do you think?
I think it'll be like that until I fix it.
How are you going to fix it?
I'm just going to take my butt to rehab.
Had you ever done rehab before?
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
No, I stayed 2 weeks and I left.
You just voluntarily left?
Yeah.
You're like, I can't do it, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. At least you tried, huh?
Yeah.
What happened to your left hand?
I broke it. Fell on it.
You fell on it?
Yeah.
Busted it?
Yeah.
Does that happen often out here with broken bones?
No.
And...
It does not happen often.
Okay. A lot of people in wheelchairs and
yeah.
Broken bones that they don't want to go to the hospital because they don't want to be away from their addiction, right?
Yeah.
Also, lots of young people out here. At least you're 33, but there's 15-year-olds out here, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's so many young people?
I wouldn't say it's because they get around that first time where they try their first time and they don't know how it is, and then they get addicted and it's hard for them to try to stop, you know.
Yeah. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Any like relationships? When was the last time you had a relationship?
When I was a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the tattoo Susie?
Susie, my mom, yeah.
What do you talk to your mom?
Yeah, I talk to my mom.
How does she feel about you being out here?
She just always wants to come out here and pick me up, and I tell her no.
How do you communicate with her? Do you have a cell phone, or you?
I know her cell phone number, and I talk to her.
You're just to check in?
Yeah.
How often?
Like every few weeks, every month.
You say, "Hi, Mom. This is Jordan."
Yeah.
Do you ever go to her house to take a shower, to eat?
No, she stays in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that where all your family's at?
No. They're out here in Arizona.
Except for her.
Yeah.
Okay. You have siblings. What are their ages?
They're 42, 23, 19, and 17.
How would you feel if your younger siblings
I would be pissed.
were out here?
I would be pissed off. I would be trying to hurt somebody for real. Yeah. Most definitely that.
Is that because you love them and you know the pain that addiction causes?
Yes.
Have you talked to them and said, "Hey, don't try anything, man. Don't try substances"?
I haven't told them stuff like that.
Do you think they'd listen to you if you told them?
Yeah.
Because they're aware that you're out here, right?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, that'd be unfortunate. Those are the ages that are out here, Jordan. You see them. You see young people out here.
Yeah.
That's the ages of your young siblings.
Yeah.
at least you're 33 and you decide what you want to do. But what does a 17-year-old know about anything, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you should call him and say, hey brother, hey sister, don't touch that stuff, right?
Yeah.
What were you doing? What were you doing earlier today when you approached me? What were you up to?
I just came back from smoking and blue.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And why aren't you slumping? Why aren't you like down?
Because the blue's not that strong. It's like a shitty blue. It's not that powerful.
Is that good or bad for you?
Yes, that's good for me because I don't have to get jacked by somebody that walks by me and I'm not out and they're gonna take my stuff, So that's good.
Does that happen often where people just take all your items?
Yeah. When you're knocked out and somebody walks by and you got some nice stuff, somebody else can take it. Yeah.
Doesn't that piss you off when you wake up?
It happens to all my homeboys. They're like, man, my buddy they're like, da 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 this, da 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 that. Somebody just took all my stuff, I knocked it out. I said, man, you're stupid, man. Yeah.
So, Jordan, what are you gonna do when we leave here?
I'm gonna go visit a smoke shop. I'm gonna try to buy some sativa. It's a very popular weed now. My buddies told me about it, so I want to buy some of that weed. I want to get stoned. I'm gonna be at the park by that time, and then I'm real thirsty right now, so I'm gonna go to Family Dollar and buy me some juice and stuff. Then I'm gonna come back right here, Sir Kane, get some ice, put the juice in the ice, go back to the park, and finish smoking my blunt.
You like being high, just not feeling anything, or what?
I don't like being sober.
Why is that?
Because it's a fight in the conscience where you're just like, is this it? Is that all it is? It's just soberness. But I can honestly tell you, when I first started doing drugs, I wasn't like that. I honestly liked being sober, and it wasn't an argument for me. But when I started getting high, I said, wow, I miss being sober.
Jordan, is there anything you miss about sobriety, like being sober, like
Yeah.
a normal life?
Yeah.
What do you miss? What do you miss the most?
I miss going a whole day being sober and going around my family and them not feeling like I done something wrong, And now I come around and they're like, what are you doing,
Do you get judged a lot because of your tattoos, your addiction, you're homeless?
Yeah.
Do you get judged a lot?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel good.
You don't care, basically?
No, I don't make me feel good. It just makes me feel weird.
Weird?
Yeah.
Okay. So today you're on the opposite side of where I met you. Do you travel the valley often?
Yeah.
You just kind of go wherever?
I go to Mesa. I go to Chandler. I go to Peoria. I go to Dunlap. I go to Indian School Road.
Wherever.
Roosevelt. I go wherever. Yeah. And a lot of people are doing drugs out there. They're getting high. They're getting high in that same hood that I go to. They're getting high right there at the bus stop. No bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, you just throwing your life away like that? Kids out there smoking blunts, man. A little 11-year-old. I remember I asked kid, I said, how old are you? Because he was just sitting there with a blunt in his mouth. I said, man, how old are you? He said, I'm 11. I said, that's sad. He's smoking a blunt, bro.
That's not good, huh?
No, it's
Too
not.
little. 11, damn. They're just trying to be cool, huh?
No, my brother. When I got out of juvenile prison, my brother was only 12 years old smoking weed, man.
Just smack 'em?
He's smoking a blunt in my face. I was like, what the hell? And then he said, don't tell dad. But he wants me to don't tell his dad, but he's smoking a blunt. Now I almost told my dad that stuff. My brother smoked weed, yeah. Because all his homeboys are older than him. That's the only reason why he was smoking.
Just trying to be cool. Just trying to be older.
Just peer pressure, just trying to fit in. Now I was like that. I used to have to drink because my homeboys asked me so many times, you want to drink, you want to drink, you want to drink, you want to drink, and I had to eventually say yeah because they wouldn't stop asking me.
Bugging you?
Yeah, and it was at a party after a homecoming football game.
So how should little kids nowadays? How should they avoid that? What do they got to do?
Stay away from siblings that are real serious about their attitude. When that point comes to where they start being aggressive, you know what I'm saying, with their body language and their vulgar activity, just flee, just get away from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Jordan, I hadn't seen you in a long time. You recognized me right away, and I just want to say thank you very much for sharing your story. I really I'm glad you're alive. I wish it was under better circumstances, but
Yeah.
at least you're alive, okay?
Yes.
So God bless you. Stay safe, and I'm gonna give you my card with my number on it. You can call me if you ever need to write a treatment.
All
Somebody to talk to. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay.